Okay, so on this one, we're gonna set up the definite integral to find the area between these two curves, this area right here, this area, this blue region. So how are we gonna do it? Well, it's basically the integral from the left edge to the right edge of the top function minus the bottom function dx. That's what we basically need to do. That's how you find the area between two graphs. You take the top function minus the bottom function. You integrate it from the left edge to the right edge. So first off, we got to find the left and the right. So here's the left, and here's the right. We're talking about where they intersect. The right. So let's go over here and find that. So let me go down here and set up a new thing. So to find, or maybe I'll just do it right here. So how do we find it? So we got to find the 2 points where they intersect. So how do we do that? Well, you take this function, x squared minus 18, and you set it equal to the other function, right? Where they're equal is where they intersect. So we've got an x squared equation here. And so what do we do with the x squared equation? We always get a 0. So let me jump these guys over here. So this will be x squared minus 2x minus 18 minus 6. So step 1 is always get a 0 whenever you're solving, whenever you're solving an x squared equation. So whenever you solve an x squared equation, step 1 is to get 0 on one side. So just jump everything over, simplify that, minus 2x minus, what's that, 24. Step 2, now you can factor that. Most students don't like factoring, let's use the quad, so I'll just do that. But you can factor, if you can factor good, you can save some time. I'm gonna dive right into the quadratic formula. B plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Okay, and so let me just scoot that a bit. Okay. There. Okay. So what's A, B, and C? So here's A is 1, B is -2, C is -2. So negative B, -2, plus or minus square root of B squared. It's going to be -2 squared minus 4 times A, which is 1, times C, which is minus 24, all over 2A. So what's our next step here? So I'll say, okay, so that's going to be, oops. It's going to be 2 negatives there, make +2, plus or minus, that'd be 4. Minus 4 times positive times 2 negatives is positive. You can use Desmos. See, we're taking 40, 96, 96. I'll just do it by hand, but you can use Desmos. You don't want to do all these numbers by hand. And so that's going to be 2 plus or minus the square root of 100 over 2, which, and the square root of 100 is just 10. So it's 2 plus 10. Let me give a little more room here. So it's 2 plus 10 over 2 or 2 minus 10 over 2. Doing the plus and minus option, that's 12 over 2, 6, or minus 8 over 2 minus 4. So there's our two answers, 6 and minus 4. So going back to it, this must be minus 4. And this must be 6. X equals. And x equals 6. X equals. So it goes. So these two graphs intersected. X equals -4 and x equals positive. That's where this point is and this point is. That's the points of intersection. So that's what we're integrating from a left edge to a right edge of those. Okay, so let's go back to the integral then. So the integral is from -4 to +6 of, now remember, we're going to do the top function minus the bottom dx. Okay, so what's the top? Well, the function on the top is this one. This is the top function. And what is that one? That's the y equals x squared. No, I'm sorry. That's the other one. It's the straight line, huh? So it's going to be this one, y equals 2x plus 6, because it's the straight line. This is a straight line equation. Y equals mx plus b, x to the first power, that's the straight line. And so the bottom one right here. This must be the other one, y equals x squared minus 18. Yeah, it's a U shape, x squared going up. So that's the bottom function. There. Okay, so there's the top function, there's the bottom function. We're taking the top minus the bottom. So we're saying, all right, integral from -4 to +6 of the top function. Again, the top is the 2x plus 6 up here. So minus the bottom function here, x squared minus 18. And then dx. So let's simplify that a little bit. That's going to go from -4 to +6. I'm going to distribute that minus sign, so it's going to be, here, I'll keep colors the same if that helps. So it's 2x plus 6 minus x squared plus 18 dx, and then just clean that up one step. It's going to be 6 plus 18, so it'll be 2x. 6 and 18 was that 24? Minus x squared dx. There we go. That what they got. They reordered it. They put minus x squared first. It doesn't matter. 2x 24. There it is. The integral goes. That integral is now set up to find the area between those two graphs. We're not going to actually compute the answer. We're just setting up the integral. And so there we go.